Hello, everyone, and welcome to the training for the 5-Link Select system. This is John Presky. We're going to be getting going here in just a minute. First thing we want to get going with is the overview of the 5linkcentral.com website. And please remember that, 5linkcentral.com. It's up here in the upper left. Okay, and this is what we call our hub page. This is where you're going to get all your information about the app. It's where you can download the app. You can subscribe to the app. It's also a great location to use for recruiting. A lot of times in this business, people want to say, they have a system, but they don't really. Well, here you have an amazing automated type system that you can use to help build your 5Links business. It blends the best of what's worked in the industry for the past 30 years as well as the best of today's technology. So don't forget to use this site as something that you can send somebody, a prospective customer, prospective business partner, to see what it is you do, okay? In addition, that you can download your app here, you can subscribe, you can also contact us, okay? So we're going to go through this. So let's go through this hub page and show you what we have here, okay? First thing you're going to get here is just an overview of the app itself. Here's the home page, and here's the menu right here. If you clicked right here in the upper left of your home page, you would get this menu right here. And as you go down, you can click on what's called the main features. So when you click on the main features up here, okay, it's going to talk to you about the app and what exactly this app is trying to do for you. It's going to help you build your business. It's all in one. It's allowed to get presentations. You're going to manage your events. You can build your team and so much from here. It also gives you a unique calling features called three-way call to get you some direct line, upline access, and just a whole host of other features as well. Then if you click on the build button, or you can scroll, but if you click on the build button, right here, it's going to give you the main business building features, okay? It's got prospecting, library, three-way call, events, present, and enroll. And it talks a little bit about each one of these buttons and what it's there to do for you. Just a brief overview, which is great for you to see as well as for your prospects to see as well. And, of course, then below you've got a contact button. Okay, and this is really good when you have questions about the app. If you have problems about the app, you can go ahead and submit them right here, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. So it's a great way to stay in contact with us if you ever have any technical questions or you're having any problems, okay? And then, of course, there's going to be a login button. And when the login button goes live, you're going to have access to this training not only in the app, but you're going to be able to log in right here and get access to the training as well from there. Okay? So that's a brief overview of the 5linkcentral.com hub page, okay? In addition, I want to show you that the app is available for iPhone and Android phones. It also works with tablets, the iPhone, the iPads, as well as the Android and the Android tablets, okay? You download from the Google Play Store just like you do anything else, okay? So what you want to do first is you want to get in here, and you want to come down and subscribe to the app, so make sure you train people. I know if you're on this, you've already subscribed. Make sure you explain to people that there's two options, and once you subscribe, you're going to get some emails, okay? And the emails are going to tell you how to download. It's going to have a hot link right from your phone. You can look at your email on your phone. It's going to give you a hot link to download, okay? And the download page right here, this is what the Android download page looks like in Google Play. A lot of people may not know, but the little icon right here on your Android phones that say, Google Play Store or Play Store, that's what you click on and you search for 5Links Select. Okay, that's what you select and you search for. It'll bring you right to this, and you can install the app. Now, of course, you're going to have be a subscriber and you'll to the whole system, and of course, you'll be selecting your RIN number as well as your password when you go ahead and subscribe. Keep that in mind. That password is 100% up to you. Again, if you're already on this call, you've already done that. Okay, so this is what the 5Links Select Google Play Store location looks like. And then, of course, you've got another one. Let me show you another one. You can go ahead here, and you can go to iTunes, and this is what it looks like in the iTunes Store. So for all you Apple users, your iPhone users, and your iPad users, this is what it looks like here as well. Okay? So real easy overview of the 5linkcentral.com hub page, okay, as well as the go ahead and go over the locations in the Google Play Store as well as iTunes on how you can get your app, okay? So let's go ahead and tell you one more thing, okay? The other thing I want you to know about is that the app itself, all these features here, okay, that are designed, these primary marketing features, are built around the use of a 5-step system. And let me show you that, okay? And this is what we call the 5-link select 5-step process, okay? And a lot of you may be aware of this, that if you've been in the industry for a long time, I've been in this industry for well over 20 years, and this is what works and has worked for about 25 years, no matter which one of these types of companies you've been in, okay? And what the app is designed to do is help you work these 5 steps in a more efficient manner, okay? More efficient, easier, and even more fun, okay? You're going to be able to pique interest a lot easier, okay, because you're going to be able to send text and email messages that are specifically designed to gain activity from your prospect, to get them to click on links, to watch videos, and respond to the information you're sending. And so the reason that's important is because you want to know who's interested today. So the design of the app is to give you a tool that can go ahead and help you pique your prospect's interest and sort which one of those are interested. So if you send out 10 text and email messages to people, you might get 4 or 5 people that are clicking through the videos, clicking through the links, checking out your website, and the app is telling you when this is happening. So those are the people you need to follow up with by phone immediately and continue the recruiting process, okay? And what do we mean by that? Well, once you get alerted by the app that they're watching a video, it's also going to tell you what % of the video that they watch. They watch 10%, they watch 90%. What did they watch, okay? So it's going to alert you with that information. So you're going to pick up the phone and follow up, set an appointment to get with them, and you're going to talk about your products and you're going to talk about your business. If they're interested in the product, you're going to enroll them, okay? But if they're also interested in the business, you're going to proceed along here, and we've got an innovative feature to help connect you, let you poke your upline with a push message, say, hey, I need some help with a 3-way call. And they're going to have the option to reply to you, yes, I can help you right now, or I can help you in 15 minutes, or I can help you in 30 minutes, or I can't help you right now. And you're going to be able to poke as many of your upline as you want, so whoever's available first, you can 3-way call with your prospect. And the best thing is, your upline now knows that why you're 3-way calling and that you're going to have somebody on the line. So everybody's going to be in sync. So that's a fantastic tool. It's worked great for me throughout my career in this business, and I can't tell you how much it's an amazing tool, okay? And then the next thing is it's going to help you set up and invite people to events. Those events might be a one-on-one at the coffee shop. That's fantastic. Might be a 2-on-1 with your upline, at somebody's home or the coffee shop. But you're going to be able to put these events along with other corporate events. We're going to have them in the event section, and you're going to be able to invite people to those events, okay, and they're going to be able to opt in to saying, yes, I'll attend, so you guys are synced up. But even better, when your prospect says, yes, I'll attend, what you now know is that your prospect is going to get automatic email reminders one day, 1 hour, and 15 minutes before the event. Let me say that again. Whether that's a webcast or a training or it's a meeting at the coffee shop, whenever you invite a prospect to it and they opt in, they're going to get an email reminder 1 day, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. That's great because they can't say they forgot now. The second thing is if it's a geographic event at your house or at a location where you put the actual address into the event, when they get reminded, they're also going to get smartphone mapping right to that location. Basically, we've taken away the 2 excuses why people don't show up at meetings. I forgot and I got lost. Can't happen with our system, and now the 5-link select system is going to be there to help you. And then lastly, you're going to be able to enroll. We link in with the mobile enrollment system for your replicated sites so that you can enroll people right from the palm of your hand. So this is the 5-step system that the app is going to help you get through and help you build your business and keep it a duplicatable, easier, and more fun way to talk to the people who are there and ready to talk to you now, and then you could put a callback system in place. We have reminder and full contact management for the people to remind you to follow up maybe 3 days later, 2 weeks, or 2 months, whatever you wish. Okay, so that's a basic overview. So let's not forget, you've got the 5-link system, you've got the 5-link select, 5linkcentral.com location here, and this is where you get your 5-link select system. It's where you can send people to and check it out. Okay, thank you very much. We've done the overview, and we're going to get started on the setup next. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Now we're going to go over the app itself and the basic layout, functions overview, and get you started so you can get using your app right away. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the home page of the 5-link select app, okay? And a couple things I want you to notice is first thing right here, we're going to go over the layout. This right here is an interactive window. Okay, this is like a website slider. And what you're going to see coming is a series of sliders that are always going to have whatever the next big event is that's going on within the 5-link system. The second thing you're going to also be able to see is a promotional display about the hottest product that's going on or whatever maybe the specials are going on that's being promoted at 5-links. Another thing that we're going to be able to do one day as well is we're going to be able to recognize performance with this window. So it's a great feature. It's going to help you keep in the know of whatever the next event is, what the hottest promotions going on, and also you could actually be recognized on this app possibly as we go forward, okay? And then again, down here are the 6 core marketing functions, okay? And as I told you, we've got 6 main functions. These are the actual buttons that are going to help you go through that 5-step system. The prospect button is going to help you pique interest, okay? The library is going to help you continue piquing interest by providing supporting information, which is going to help you sort, who's really watching your videos, who's taking a look at what you have to offer, and who's not. Then, of course, if they're interested in the business, we've got the innovative 3-way call feature. We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to kick on over and show you how to go ahead and put events into the system and all the features about the massive event system. Very powerful system all on its own. Then, of course, the presentations. These are going to be the videos that when it comes time to get the prospect the information they need to have to decide whether they're coming into business, this is where you're going to get it from. It's got its own button to make sure you know where to go and grab it right when you need it. And then, of course, enroll, as we talked about. But also up here in the upper left, I want to show you we've got what I call the admin menu, okay? And the administrative menu has a lot of sections in it that are great. Right here is the alerts button. The alerts button is going to be where whenever you get a push message and an email of somebody watching a video and how long they're watching it, okay, that push message you're getting that Steve Smith is now watching the video, okay, that's going to come into your app under notifications just like other pushes. It's also going to be backed up by an email, so you can't the text messages that come in. So you can click on it, and it's going to show you whether somebody's video viewed something, whether somebody's attending an event, whether they visited a link and went on over to your replicated website. This is what alerts is all about, okay? So let's get on back into the menu. Training, this is where you're going to see these videos that we're doing. You know that because you clicked on it and you're watching the training. That's where all the training videos are going to be. Then we have a product section where we go over and have what products are available at 5-links. And it's a great place for you to be able to show a prospect and give them some information when you're right there in front of them and they want to see some of the products you have to offer. Testimonials, great place. That's where we're going to have the testimonials that people are having a great time with the products that you offer. Profile. This is very important. Let me tap on the profile, okay? This is important that when you log in, the first time you log in, you want to go immediately to profile. Make sure you have your first name, last name. Make sure your RIN number is here, your ID number. That's your RIN number, okay? Your zip code's good. Make sure your country is good. Make sure the email is correct and the telephone number, and again, your RIN number. I don't have a RIN number. Everybody's looking at this going, what is this information? Okay, if I was a rep in 5-links, I would have my RIN number in here. During the enrollment process, you're going to put that in, and we're going to autofill it. But I want to make sure that you double-check all this information because it's very important when it comes to enrolling, redirects to your website, as well as your contact information on all the messaging you're going to be sending your prospects. So that's the profile button. So I want to make sure you know that, and you get right there, and that's the profile. About is just what version of the app you have. It's only really needed whenever you're talking to our customer service people. Contact, though, is a good one, okay? So under the contact button, what you've got is the ability here to go ahead and contact us when you have a problem, okay? I think I have a bad load in here right now. Nope, here we go. Okay, so the contact button right here, this is what you want to do when you have a problem or you got a question about the app. This is not about 5LINK's business. You contact 5LINK if you got a problem with your account. But if you have a question about the 5LINK Select system, you want to click on this email right here. It'll grab your email. Go ahead and send us what it is you need. I highly recommend you always put in your name. You put in what kind of phone you're on. Hey, I'm on an iPhone 5S or I'm on an Android Galaxy 7. Tell us what you're on. Tell us what problem you have with as much details as you can, and we'll take care of it for you, okay? So that's what the contact button's about. And then last, log out. Hey, you don't have to log out, okay? Please don't feel like you ever have to log out. You don't ever have to log out, but it's there if you really want to, okay? So that's a brief overview of the app. So these are your core marketing features. This is our interactive window. And again, up here is our administrative section that we talked about. And again, you can check them all out. And that's what it's all about on your 5LINK Select, okay? So we're done. We're now going to get into how to use the app. So I want to thank you for watching this brief display of how the app is set up. And we'll talk to you real soon on how to get started with peaking interest in prospecting and contact management. Thank you. Okay, and what you're going to see when you first come in here is when you come in here for the very first time, you know you're in the prospect section. You got a send message button. You got a search feature. And you got a filter feature, and this is a filter feature that allows you to relabel people as you acquire them into your system, okay? So you can see how I did that. But when you first come in, this is all blank because you haven't prospected anybody. You haven't sent a message to anybody from your address book yet, and we're going to show you how. So this is going to be blank, okay? So I want you to know that. But let me show you how it is, how you can manipulate. But once you start sending messages, which I'm going to show you here, you're going to have people loading in here as your prospect. So let me show you what it looks like to have prospects in the system, okay? I'm going to tap on David Krakis right here, okay? Boom. And when you tap on it, it pulls up what we call the member detail, okay? And this is very It shows whether or not you got a mobile number and an email or both, okay? And this guy doesn't have one yet. He just used an email. Whether or not you have a reminder in the system or not, right? There's no reminder. Notes, and it's also going to show you all the contact history. You can see the last thing happened is I sent a TV Learn More video, and they watched 100% of it, so we're psyched about that. But I want to show you a couple things that you can do inside this screen. It's very important. You can edit. You can hit an edit button, okay? And you can edit all the information. You can add a mobile number. You can set up a reminder. You can take notes, okay? So I'm going to put in notes. So this guy's a great prospect, just to show you how fast and easy it is. Done, okay? I don't have his mobile, but I want to remember to follow up with David, okay? So the initial reminder must be gone. So I'm going to set it up for me to call him back on November 2nd. I'm going to kick it in a little bit earlier at about 7:30 in the evening. That's when he's home. So precisely on the 2nd of November at 7:33 p.m., the app is going to send me a push notification, an alert coming right into my phone, and an email reminding me to follow up with David, and it's going to have his information there for me to follow up with, okay? So this is a very good screen on how you can edit and manage your prospects once you start prospecting with them, okay? And I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you another one. Here's one right here. Okay, John Presky. I'm going to tap on my cell phone. I went ahead and mod. Here you can see I've got a phone number. I don't have a reminder, but it says follow up about TV. Let me show you how I can kick that reminder in again. I can hit edit. And just like that, you can update a reminder to any of your people, okay? So remember, this is where you want to be a lot, okay? So let me go back. So this is where you're going to manage your prospects as you start to put them into the system, okay? Also, you can delete, okay? With Androids, you hold it down and it moves, and then you hit delete, okay? On iPhones, it's rather nice. You can just swipe to the left, delete, yes. Swipe to the left, delete, yes. I'm just deleting myself. Swipe to delete, yes. Okay, so you can see I got myself out of there, okay? So I'm no longer in there, but I'm going to go ahead and send the message and show you how to get going. So you hit the send message button. And what you get, okay, is the ability to pick from some preset peak interest content that was developed in coordination with direct response experts and direct response writers and the 5 Links and the team here with the team here supplied to us as the 5 Links leaders that were given to us. And so these are written in a way to get responses. And this is what we call an Ask a Favor TV sequence. It's a very, very good and unique and proven, I can tell you, proven way to go ahead and pique interest with somebody about TV. The first thing you got is a quick favor right here. Okay, and this is a simple text message that just, is pre-formatted for you. Hey, can you text me a minute when you get a moment? I need a quick favor, and I'm hoping you can help me out. Let me tell you, you can see also that my information, even though I'm not a rep, you can see all this information is in here as it was in my profile. That's why you want to make sure your profile is good from the previous training. I'm going to hit send, and it allows you to go ahead and pick from your address book or to a current prospect. Now remember, I have current prospects right now. When you're new, you don't, but let me show you what would happen. If I go back to somebody that's already in there, I tap that, and these are all the people that you just saw that were in my contact management a couple seconds ago, okay? Remember Dave was in there. You saw Dave Silverman's name. These are people I've prospected before. But what I'm going to show you is what you'll do is you'll go right from your phone address book, okay? Can you type your name? Can you type a prospect's name in if you just met them at Starbucks? Absolutely. You just tap on it. But most of you are going to go to your warm market right on your phone address book. So let me tap on it. And the first time it does this, it's going to say, hey, will you let me go to your address book? This is requested by Apple. So I'm going to say, of course, okay. So there it is. It's great. I'm going to search for my name. There it is, okay. There's my, there's a phone number, okay. Select it. There's my email, okay. And just like that, it auto fills it in for you to go ahead and send this to a prospect, okay. So I'm going to hit next, and it allows you to offer it by text and email. There's also a WhatsApp function if this person happened to be on WhatsApp with you, if you ever want to use WhatsApp, okay? But I'm going to select a text and an email, hit send message, and what it brings up is an actual full contact management system initially for you to put a reminder in, okay? And it allows you a 1-day, a 3-day, and a 7-day or no reminder. I almost always do a 1-day reminder because life is so technical and quick. The first time you do it's going to also on the iPhone say, hey, do I have permission to send a text message here? And, of course, I say yes. Okay, and what you're going to see is that it's going to call it up just like that, and you hit send, and off it goes, okay? And just like that, I've got a prospect. Now, what really happens here is that the prospect will send back, yeah, I'd love to get together. What you got? I'll do you a favor. Sure. What do? Well, you just hit send message again. And this time you select the second message. The second message is excellent because it's got a fantastic text message in here that has been proven. It looks a little long, but it works really, really well. We see as much as 75% yes rates to this, okay, for them to check it out. So what you're really asking for is for them to go ahead and be one of your first 20, okay, to just get some information about the TV product, right? Okay. And it's just fantastic. Okay, and so what happens is you hit send, okay, and then this time I'm going to go to current prospect because guess what? I'm in the system now. I don't need to put my name in again from my address book. You just tap it and look like that. It already knows who it is, and it knows that I like to send that person a text and an email. I hit send, and just like that, it pulls up your text, and then boom, off it goes, okay? So I wanted you watched it. Okay, well, did they watch the video? Did they not watch the video? Fantastic to do this. What I am going to suggest to you right now is that everybody here on the training, put yourself, your first name, your last name, your email, and your cell phone into your own address book, okay? Go add yourself as a prospect. And what I want you to do is start off by sending yourself these messages, clicking on the links that you get from yourself, clicking on the videos, watching the videos, okay? Handling yourself as a prospect so you can see what it would be like to, send these messages to everybody, okay? That's what I want you to do. The second thing is that once you send out that and you get some information from them and you notice that they're clicking on the links and they're saying yes to you and they're watching the videos that are at those links, you can then follow up with the library button, okay? Fantastic follow-up. So you click on the library button, and what we have preloaded in here for you, sorry about that, let me go back. We have preloaded for you is a ton of different, I've got to get out of this video because it had me playing one. So you have a couple options here on these library videos. You can play them yourself, as you can see what I just did. You can click on that and play it and watch it with somebody, watch it yourself, okay, and you can also share it. But look at all the videos that we have in here. We got TV Learn More, 5 Links TV. It shows you the length. It's got Montevita in here. It's got 5 Links SEO. You got HI5. You got High 5. You got Take Control. 5 Links Capital, MD2, Emotional Video. You got all these videos. And then we also have the new videos with Mr. John Jones sharing his story as well as what motivates him to build the business. So fantastic grouping of videos, and you can share these, and all you have to do is hit share. Okay? And just like that, you can see that we have really nice messages. These are designed as follow-up messages, okay? So you see what the text message looks like. You see what the email message looks like. They're very tight, very short, because we're not trying to educate inside the text or the email. We're not trying to convince, coerce. We're just trying to find out if these people have a level of interest and sort them into my bucket of interested people versus my bucket of not interested, okay? So that's what I really want you to understand here when you do this. Can you change the text message? Sure you can, but I highly recommend. What we're trying to do is let the video do the talking, not have us do the talking, okay? So all you do is you hit send, okay? You hit from current to current prospect because I'm still marketing to me. You hit John Presky, text and email, and send. And just like that, the email's on its way. The text pulls up. I hit send, and there it goes. So that's how you go ahead and do contact management. You use the prospect button here. Then you use the library button for follow-up, and that's how you use it. And when people click on your videos and watch them, you get push alerts that they're viewing the video, okay, much like I showed you here. You go to alerts, you're going to get a push alert that says video viewed. Hey, John Presky just viewed the video, TV Learn More, and you get their information right there for you. And you can delete the alert if you need to because you don't want to see it again, or you can just close it out, and it'll be there for you, okay, and you can go back. So that's how you initially create contacts through prospecting. You can go ahead and send follow-up videos, of course, and then, of course, as I told you before, you can get in here, okay, and you can go ahead and click on people, and you can see their history, and you can see their information, and you can also edit them if you need to change a reminder, update a reminder, add information, take notes. So it's an amazing, wonderful peak interest tool. Gets the ball rolling with beautiful written text and emails, follow-up emails and videos out of library, and then here you can edit your contacts and make sure you manage them to follow up with all your prospects. So that is finishing up the prospecting and contact management section. Next, we're going to get into the three-way call section. So thank you for your attention on this, and hold off, and we'll get to the next one. Okay, hello, everybody. We're back now, and so let's recap real quick. We're going to go into the three-way call system, but with a recap, we're going to say, hey, what we've done is we've sent out some prospecting messages, some peak interest messages. We follow up some library videos, and we're seeing that this person is actually, looking at the content in a heavy manner. They're watching, 60, 70, 80% of the videos. They're responding to my texts and my emails. So what we know is we've got an interested prospect. So you've got to follow up. At that point, this is 101. You've got to pick up the phone and say, hey, I've noticed you've watched some of my videos quite a bit. I'd like to get you some more information. Do you have a minute to get together? Okay, or can we talk a little bit more right now? So what you're going to do is when this person's saying, yeah, I'd like some more information, well, at that point, and even when they ask you questions, what I like to do is when they ask you questions like, hey, is this one of these things where you recruit friends or, you talk to your family, or it's just like, one of those other big companies that, go to home parties. What I usually do is one simple statement, and it tends to work for the past 3 years. I look them in the eye when they ask me a question like that because they're fishing, and I want to know, are they serious? So I look at them and I just say, hey, is that something you'd like more information about? And what that does is immediately with, hey, is that something you'd like more information about? What it does is it takes the people who are just fishing and, being a little bit funny maybe, and they say, oh, no, I'm good. Well, then, you kind of have a customer on your hand, and you just want to close. You just want to get them signed up on a service, keep moving, let them experience how great your product is, and maybe we can fight another day. But if they say, yeah, I'm interested in getting some more information, how does this thing work? Well, what I usually do is segue right into the edification of my upline. I say, I'm kind of new with this, and I've got this business partner of mine. His name is John Jones, or his name is Dave Silverman, and her name is Susie Smith. And, I love working with them. They know 100% of the information that you're talking about. They have those facts. They're very well documented in this business. They've been in it a long time. And what's best about them, they love working with people, and they really like working with me. So let me get them on the phone. And at that point, you want to just turn this process over a little bit and get them properly invited to an event. So we've got the three-way call function, okay? So you've edified your upline and everything. Well, the way you use the three-way call feature is when you first get in the app, I want you to add your helpers, okay? Now, your upline, your business partners have to be on the app too with their RIN number, okay? And you've got to get their RIN number from them so you can connect with them on a three-way call and add a helper, okay? Well, what I do is I add a new helper. You got to do a pre-setup. So when you first get your app, you hit Add Helper, and you put in their RIN number. Now, my RIN number, for purposes of demonstration, is that right there, okay? And I'm going to hit Send. And what the app is going to do is it's going to look for that RIN number, and it's going to identify who it is, and it's going to say, hey, do you want to send this three-way call request setup message to John Presky? And that's me. And I say, yes, I do. So what happens is that the new helper has been added, okay? And look what it says. You have a request to become a helper. So I want to view that. New helper has been added. And look at this. John Presky requested help from you with three-way calls in the future. Okay. Please kids about anything willing to help act as a three-way call for John. Yeah, he's my downline. I definitely want to help him out. So I say yes. Distributor's been notified. So you see all these cool alerts. And look what happens. Okay. Hello, John. John Presky accept your help with three-way calls. Perfect. So close. Okay. You go out. You come back in. Just like that, your upline is set up now for future three-way pokes. All you got to do is hit the request call, and they're going to get poked about helping you out. So let me show you what that looks like. So I hit the request call button. Okay, so it says attempting to contact. Look at this. This is what I would get if I'm the upline. I view it. It says, hey, John is requesting your help in a three-way call. Click a button below if you'll be able to assist him, and if so, when. So it offers your upline the chance to say, yeah, right now, yeah, in 15 minutes, yes, in 30 minutes, or no. So I'm going to say yes in 15 minutes. So just like that, you hit it. Just look at that. Look how fast that is. That's how fast you and your upline business partner can ping each other with this app and know that you guys are going to be able to hook up with each other and help each other out. It also puts the phone number there for the person to call. Okay, so that's the beauty of this, is that it's just facilitating something that can be very difficult to set up at times, but we make it easy so you and your upline, your team, your partners can connect with each other and help each other out when talking to a prospect. Okay, so that's how it works. You close out the alert. Okay, look at that. It's even message happy to help. So if you had like 4 or 5 of your upline in here and you poked them all at the same time, you can see who's ready. This guy's ready in 15. This person might be now. This might be 30. This might be no. So it's really cool. And then when you're all done, you can clear it out, and now you're ready for your next three-way call poke the next time you need them, okay? So it's a really great way to do this. I really coordinate that so that they're available when you need them, so you don't forget it and you don't have this set up when it comes time during your recruiting process. So this is that step 3, because what you're up upline is just going to be really tight and say something as simple as this. Hey, Steve, John's told me a lot about you. It's good to talk to you. Hey, look, Steve, I can get you some more information, and that's what John had told you I could do for you. Okay, and the way we do that is that I've got a video presentation so that he can watch it. Okay, Steve? And is that something you can commit to watching, Steve? Sure. Okay, good. And really, Steve, I can't guarantee you whether you're going to like this or not. I'm really only looking for 3 people to work with, but please just watch that video. It's only about 3 or 4 minutes, and when you're done, we'll get back on the phone and see if it makes sense to work together. Okay? And that way, and what I just did, you guys, is as an upline, is what I used to do in all my businesses as an upline for my team, is I told the person that, I'm only looking for 3 people. I told them I can't guarantee them. Well, technique I'm sure you guys have all been taught, but that's what I like to do with this feature and how I like to work with my upline, or if I am the upline, that's how I like to work with my downline, is take that call, edify my downline back, right in front of that prospect, tell the prospect I can get it to them through a video process or whatever you guys want to do, and tell them that, hey, I'm only looking for a couple people to work with, and take it away from them so that they're really looking at this information with an open mind. Okay? So that's how the 3-way call feature works. I hope you guys have loved it. I hope you use it, because I know for a fact from my experience when I use 3-way calls, it was one of the best tools I ever started using once I really got committed to it. And once you're committed to it, it is a lot of fun, and it just helps your business blow up. Okay. Thanks again for paying attention to the 3-way call feature, and we're going to get on over to the event section next. So thanks, and here we go out of the 3-way call. Have a great day. Welcome back, everybody, to the training on the 5-link select system. Now we're going to get to the events section. The events is a very powerful section, so it's going to take a little longer, but I think it's going to be well worth it. So with events, let me tap on it. As you heard before, with the event section, one of the goals of the event section is to not only empower you to set up your own events and invite people to it, but also allow you to opt into other events that are in the system that other people put in it, so you guys can cross-invite to other corporate events as well as other upline, downline events that might be in your area. So you have very, very powerful attendance to all of your events by doing this, okay? So we got the month view, and then we have the list view. This is the list view. You can see that people are already in here doing that, okay? So let's first go over how you go about adding events. So again, you have a calendar. So what you see is in November, wherever you see a dot, that means there are events going on in that time frame, okay? And so when you go back to list view, you can now see these events on those exact dates, okay? So that's kind of how a basic setup of list view and monthly view, okay? Then you can add events. You can add an event by hitting the add event. And what you want to do is you want to put in a title, okay? And I'm going to put in test event. Okay, done. You want to schedule the date and time, so you might want to put it out on Thursday the 3rd at 7 p.m. Classic time for an event, East Coast right now. Done. Detail, business presentation, and that's going to be with John Jones. Okay, so we're going to be lucky to have John Jones in there. Okay, done. I'm going to go back and call this title as business meeting. I'm going to have to delete this, though, after, because it's not really there. Okay, maybe I need to learn how to spell, right, everybody? Okay, here we go. I am normal. Okay, so we got the title, we got the date, the time. These are the times. Agreed to meet at Starbucks or house for a quick event. It's just you and them. You don't want to have to put an address in. You both know where the local Starbucks is, or you know where the local their house is or your house is, so you don't have to put it in. So Quick Event is there to where you don't have to put in an address, and it's not only do you not have to put in an address, but it's not going to give you mapping and things like that. But in this case, this is an event that I want mapping. This is a hotel meeting in the local area. So I'm going to put in an address, okay? Okay, and you can see how this works. So I'm just going to put it in. Okay. I got to get a better spelling there. That's why I love typing on phones. Okay, and this is over here in Orange Park, Florida, down here. Okay, you guys? We're going to zap it on the Florida line here. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and put in the zip code, 32003. Let's get it back here. Okay, my telephone number. Okay, you guys, save. Look at that. Just like that, I have set up a meeting, and it automatically knows that if you're doing a meeting, you probably want to invite somebody. So I'm going to say yes, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to my current prospects, because most likely people I'm inviting to my meeting are people, right, who I've been prospecting all along. So I'm going to go ahead and invite this guy, and this guy. I'm going to hit invite, okay, and just like that, it goes out to these names, okay, and all these messages have just gone out to everybody, and they've invited. If I want to, I can go back in, okay, to the meeting. You notice that? So my meetings are going to be in red. Other people's meetings are in the darker text, right? So that way I can always find my meetings pretty quick. So I'm going to go to my meeting. I forgot to invite somebody. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to current prospects, and I want to invite this person right here. Okay, I'm going to send that out by text. Yeah, and I don't need a reminder for that. So there you go, invited to an event. Okay, and there we go. Boom. So that went out. In addition, I want to make sure my map is correct. So I'm going to show the map, and that's going to take me out. And yep, that's exactly where it needs to be. It's at my location. I'm going to go back. So I'm happy about that. Look at this, event confirmation business meeting. Who is this? Look at this, this confirmation, boom, boom, boom. Yep, it confirms I got my event in the system. I'm happy about that. I've checked out my mapping. It looks good. I've invited a bunch of people. No problem. In addition, I've made it public. Okay, when I did my event, I made it public, which means it can be seen by everybody within 50 miles. I didn't bother making it global, which is outside 50 miles, but if I want to, I can. I can go back into edit. Okay, I can change anything I want. You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute, this isn't a hotel meeting. This is at my house. Okay. Yeah, I want this baby global. Yes. I want everybody to see it. I don't care if they're 50. I got people coming because it's going to be Mr. John Jones. It's going to be 200 miles away. They're showing up, right? So I've got it. I'm going to hit save. Just like that. New event's been modified. Everybody's been invited is going to see the modification. They're going to get an email. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I'm all good. I'm going to go back, and everything's good. So here we go. Now, here's the best part about this. If you guys remember, if you want to search for leaders' meetings, meetings where a leader is going to be at, you can search by keyword. Everything that's in the title and the detail of the event that I put in is searchable. If you remember, I had Mr. John Jones in there, so I'm going to put Jones in here, okay? And I'm going to search for how many meetings have Jones in it. There it is. I tap on it. Yep, that's because it was in the detail of the title, and here it was in the detail. Excellent. So that's how you can go and use the search feature, okay, to go ahead and find people. In addition, you can filter meetings or look for meetings by zip code. So let's say you want to look for meetings outside your zip code. Okay, you can put in your zip code. You can put in your zip code, okay, and then I'm going to go at a distance of, let's say, 1,000 miles, okay, and look at all these events. I found a couple extra events that are in the system that were not global. They're public but not global, but I found them because I searched for them, right? So there's one. I tap on that meeting and check event. That's a quick event. That's cool. Here's a meeting. Here's a regional meeting. Let's check that out. Look at this. I like that. You know what? I think I want to invite somebody to that meeting right there. Now, this meeting should have a better title, better detail. It could be a training, okay? It's got an address in there. I want to invite somebody to it. So just like that, I can do that. I can go to current prospect, and just like that, I can invite this person because I know they're in that area. Invite. Boom. By text. No reminder needed. There it is. Boom. So just like that, I can invite somebody else to somebody, it's anybody I want in my address book or in my contacts, right? I can invite them to somebody else's meeting. And that's a fantastic way to cross-promote for events, okay? So I wanted to do that. I wanted to see a couple other things. You can see I've got a nice map of where that meeting is. So I know it's in Georgia, right near the Georgia Dome. Excellent. If I know somebody else in Atlanta, I can go ahead and find them and invite them as well, right? So that's how cool and how powerful the event system can be. In addition, you can search for events by, geographic events, telephone events, or internet events. So that's kind of nice filter. So that's how powerful the event system can be. And remember, the two main primary goals of this event system is, one, to make sure you can invite people that they opt in and get reminders. Remember, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. They get reminders by email 1 day, 1 hour, and 15 minutes prior. And if it's a geographic event with the mapping, they'll get a map with their reminder so they can't get lost. So that is a very fast overview to the event section. We will be loading the corporate events into the system and all those type of events in there so that you can make sure that you can cross-invite to them and make sure you can promote for everything and you can be in the know of all these events. A lot of people ask me, does this connect or interface with my phone event system? No, it doesn't. Does it interface with my PC event system? No, it doesn't. But it is a self-contained system where everybody can see it. You just come here, you use the reminder features. You can't miss it, okay? The last thing I want to show you about events is this. You know and I know that the key to the business is to always attend events, and that even means the conference calls, the weekly calls, and things like that. So I want you to make sure you know that you can go ahead and tap into these things by simply hitting the attend button. And by hitting the attend button, okay, it'll ask you, do you want to receive reminders for these alerts? And the answer is yes. And so what does that mean? So when you attend a meeting, conference call, webcast, or anything that's in here, the app will remind you 1 day, 1 hour, and 15 minutes prior so that you don't prospects. It is also about you. And look at that. You are now 5 Links Regional and receive reminder alerts. So I love this. So I just want you to know that the event system is there for you to make sure you're reminded of events. It's there for you to create your own events. It's there for you to cross-invite and attend other events and invite other people to other events. And it's there for you to stay in the know of what's going on with 5 Links in your team, okay? So that is the event system. It's a very, very powerful system. And it's a great way to make sure you can build your business, because I have found that in my 20-plus years, if I got good at just two things, which is, one, piquing interest and stirring the pot, okay, and inviting and attending events, if I just did those two things on a consistent basis, my business would always grow. So I hope you like that events presentation. Get into it, work it, have fun with it, and enjoy using the app with the event system. Okay, everybody, we're back, and we're going to go over the presentation button. Doesn't take long, but let me click on it and show you what we've got. So in the presentation section, that button is there for business and different types of presentations so that when you get to step 4, you've piqued interest, you've sorted, you've done a three-way call, they've been invited to some type of an event, whether that event is you showing them the video, or it's a webcast or a conference call, or it's just you sitting down at Starbucks and showing it, okay? At that event, you're going to do a presentation or somebody's going to do a presentation. If you're on the hook for the presentation, you can show it, just like Library. You can click on it and just watch it together, or you can share it by simply hitting the share button, okay? And again, it's really easy. By the time you get to present, of course these are prospects in your system, so you're going to hit the send button. You're going to go to your current prospect button, because you don't want to keep adding them from the address book, because I want you guys to know that just creates duplicate entries for the same prospect. On it, I'm going to hit text. I'm also going to hit email. I'm going to hit send. And just like that, that presentation video, boom, has now been shared. And here's the beauty. You know it's 4 minutes and 28 seconds. You and your upline have just done a three-way call, or you've gotten your prospect to commit to watching this right now. You send it to them. The minute you get alerted they're watching it, you hit your watch. 4.5 minutes later, what are you doing? 4.5 minutes later, you are doing what? You're going right to here. You're going to the prospect button. You're going to click on your prospect. You're going to see if they watch that video, and you're going to see how much of they watched, hopefully all 4.5 minutes. But in 4.5 minutes, you're picking up the phone and you're calling them back as you promised. And so you guys can get back together on the phone and proceed to the enrollment function. So that is what the prospect button's all about, present button's all about, is you're going to send it or show it. Okay, if you're sending it, you're going to get alerted when they start to watch it. Okay, so if they don't start to watch it right away after giving your upline a commitment, call them up and say, hey, watch that video. I just sent it to you by text and email. When they watch it, in that case, under that present button, that 4.5, at the end of 4.5 minutes, what are you going to do? You're going to check their profile. You're going to check out to make sure that they watched it. Okay, you're going to see the percentage, and what are you going to do? Well, you're going to click it, and what are you going to do? You're going to hit this button right here. You're going to call them. You're going to follow up with them, say, hey, I see you watched all 4.5 minutes. Hold on a minute. Let me get my upline on the phone. You're going to three-way your upline onto it. You guys are going to talk about the enrollment sequence, okay? So that's all there is there on present. So next one's going to talk about enroll. Thanks for attending the present section. Feature you need to know is that you need to go up to your profile button, and you need to make sure you hit profile right here. And you need to make darn sure that your RIN number is correct in here, okay? Make sure your RIN number is correct. When you enrolled in the system, you gave a RIN and you created a password, okay? We do not see your password, but you created one. Use whatever one. The enrollment section of your replicated website based on your RIN number, and it's going to take you to the mobile enrollment section. You're going to notice that it's here, but also you can tell that I'm not a rep, so I'm not at anybody's particular replicated website. But that is all you've got to do, is you just tap on that, and you can do whatever you want to do. But I want you to know that you can go ahead and click on your enroll button, and it is going to take you directly to yours. So what I want you to do, when you set up your app, what are we doing? You're going to check your profile, make sure it's good. You're going to go over and go back to the three-way call section, and you're going to put in your upline by getting their RIN number and inviting them to be your helper and setting that up for three-way call. And then last, once you do those two things, you're going to go to enroll button, you're going to hit it, and you're going to make sure it's going to your replicated enrollment site so that you're ready to go in a moment's notice when it comes time to enroll that person. Because here's what I'm going to tell you. You follow the 5 steps. You peek and you sort. You talk to the people and you follow up the people that are interacting with your system. You put a callback reminder, 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever you or not. Follow up with a phone call, right? That's what we do. You follow up with a phone call. You get good at setting up a time to get together or asking them the one statement that I say that if you get great at, it's the only statement you have to get fantastic in the business, which is this. Would you do me a favor and try my service? Would you do me a favor and try my service? If you ask 50 people to do that you know, 25 people, 20, 22 people are going to say, what is it? And you're going to explain it to them. And at the end of explaining, you're going to say, would you do me a favor and try my service? I think you'll like it and save some money. Get great at asking people to try your service. All this is fantastic. This is a great way to pique interest and prospect somebody. Your business, for you as a rep. Okay, but it doesn't mean you can't follow up. You have to pick up the phone. You call them. Okay, you get a hold of them. You find out they're interested. If they want to try your services, great. They're interested in more information, use that three-way call button, but make sure it's set up. Okay, invite them to events at your house. Have events at your house. Invite them to events at other places. Go pick them up if you have to, okay? And then be giving presentations, okay? And then again, don't forget to ask for people to try your service. That's the bottom line. It's the 5-Link Select system. It makes it easier than it's ever been in this industry in 30 years to build your business, but you've got to work with it, and you've got to do your part with follow-up and asking people to try the service, but at least you're asking the right people at the right time, okay? So thanks for attending the training. I hope this was beneficial. Use that app. We're here for you if you need any help, and I'll see you at the next major event and look forward to building the business with you. Take care and have a great business and a great year.